Hey everybody, Tony George. We're talking March Madness. We're talking brackets. We're talking some March Madness information. And then we're going to give you a couple of free NBA games, a lean and an official free play here. It is everybody's filling out their brackets for their office pools and all the different things. Maybe on CBS.com, maybe on ESPN. Getting in the big. I put a nice tweet out today about brackets and filling them out and things. It's on Doc's website. My Twitter's at tgeorgesports. Just go read it. It's free. There's no hitch involved. We are in March Madness. We did okay, better than average in the conference tournaments. The record here is, just something you might want to consider. I'm not some guy, online telling you that, to sell grandma's bonds and get ready to, unload. And, it's just winners everywhere. And, on some beach with a bunch of girls in thongs telling you I'm 25-0 and I can make you $100,000 and all the stuff these guys blow a bunch of smoke up your butt and you believe it. Don't believe it. This is not easy. These are facts, though. When it comes to considering an investment in March Madness, 62, 35 in one run. That's around 65% over a 95 game sample size and plus 100 plus $8,800. That's my record. It's documented. 6-2 our last 8 top picks. On the season, we're up 94 units and around $5,300 overall. We had a rough patch in the middle. That's making money. You want to make money? You want to put 29 years of experience behind you? Doc Sports, free $60. Get a week's package for $39 using that. And get the opening 2 rounds. And don't forget about the NIT. And let's talk about the NIT real quick. This year, they've invited 16 teams in New York versus inviting 32 and playing home and away games, which takes away a huge advantage in handicapping and winning in the NIT tournament. Because 99.9% of the teams that are in the NIT tournament are in there because they could never win a game on the road. Otherwise, they'd be in the big dance. And now that's been taken away because they're on a neutral site. So that's going to be a little different to handicap this year. You want to get experience behind you. You want to get a guy that tells it like it is and doesn't blow smoke up your ass, that's got a proven record. Right there, link in the description below. That's the pitch, and that's the truth. Let's get to today's action here momentarily. If you're not jumping on board right there, 5th tournament in a row we've cashed. 14-5 run, you're leaving money on the table. Yesterday we had Justin Thomas over John Rahm. Justin Thomas won the tournament. He was minus 100. Quick $400 just like that. Also, we went 3-0 in NASCAR. Plus $1,260 for a $100 player. Top plays in NASCAR are 75% this year. We had a couple of rough ones out of the gate. And NASCAR is no different than any other sport. You have some different faces at different places, same faces at different places. And you've got some different teams. It's just not the driver. It's the car, it's the crew chief, it's the pit crew, it's, this, that, and the other. Shifting money around amongst the team, more to one driver than the other, and this, that, and the other. It all makes a difference, and it takes a while for the dust to settle, and it's settled, and we're dialed in. We'll do it again this week, just like we have the last 2 years. Plus 184 units. Again, documented, not blowing smoke up your butt. Jump on board. Let's get to live chat. You want to do live chat? You want to shoot the you-know-what over the fence post? Let's do one Wednesday morning. Say about 10:30 Pacific. That's 12:30 Central Standard Time. We'll do a live chat. We'll do it about your bracket, about your picks in the March Madness first rounds of the tournament. We'll have some fun with it. So plan on it. Wednesday, 12:30 Central Standard Time. Over your lunch hour. Do about a half hour, 40 minutes of it. Have some fun. Visit with my peeps. Okay? Today in the NBA, we got a 4-unit best bet. We got a 4-unit best bet in the NHL. If I hadn't passed 3 days in a row in the NHL, this would be a 6-unit play. And if I hadn't lost yesterday on Miami, who played a depleted Orlando team and just went through the motions and won by 5, but we laid 7 because Orlando had 5 of 6 scores, their top 6 scorers out. I would make this a 7 or maybe even an 8 unit play. And bear in mind, like in college basketball, I have not had a game of the year. 2 years in a row in the NBA, I didn't have a game of the year till last year and we won it. I don't throw those around lightly, but just good solid NBA play today. But one thing, if you haven't noticed, the Phoenix Suns, they're 17-4 straight up and against the spread. You hear a lot about Utah. You're always going to hear about LA Lakers. You're always going to hear about the LA Clippers. You're going to hear little noises about the Denver Nuggets. If you're not keeping your eye on the Suns, you're doing yourself a disservice. The Phoenix Suns tonight are taking on Memphis, who just played last night and got beat. I'll take Phoenix on the first half line, -3.5 all day long. And bear in mind, against a tired Memphis team, Phoenix is one of the deepest teams in the league. They rotate in 10 players. FYI. Just me and you taking a piss, drinking a beer over a fence post. Just sharing my thoughts. LA Lakers taking on Golden State Warriors tonight. Big game. Big game. First time they played, I watched it. It was on TNT. Lakers had a huge lead, got complacent, fell asleep at the wheel in the getaway car, and let LA come back and beat them, and Curry went off in the fourth quarter. I remember it like it was yesterday. LA opened up after the All-Star break with a very lackluster performance against Indiana, who's kind of beat up and this, that, and the other, and kind of overlooked them, and they won by 5, but didn't look good doing it. They'll be ready for this game tonight. I'm going to take them on the money line. I'm going to take the 2.5 points out because I think it might be that close because, Golden State's coming off a 131-119 win over Utah last night, and Utah's the best team in the NBA. Now, whether Utah gave it their full effort or not, I have to be honest with you, I did not watch the game. I took a break from basketball last night and watched a movie on Netflix with Mrs. George just to get my mind, clear. So, I didn't see that, but I will guarantee you one thing right now. The game before that, they got beat by 26 against Clippers. LA is coming in here with revenge. I'm going to take the points out of it. I'm going to lay the -140 with the Lakers tonight over the Golden State Warriors. And bear in mind, the Lakers are 9-1 against the spread their last 10 road games against a team with a winning home record of above 600. They play good teams well on the road. They're 6-1 against the spread their last 7 as a favorite. Give me the Lakers on the money line tonight. That's your free pick. Talk to you on Tuesday.